What's going on, guys? Back here with another video for Back Road Garage, and today we are installing an exhaust on the Mustang GT.
All right.
We are already
next piece of the puzzle. We got the MBRP Pro Series active exhaust. So it's the 304 stainless steel, keeps the stock valves, and I believe this has the carbon tips. I was gonna go with the Borla Attack, but I was told that's about at least 6 to 8 weeks for one to come in with the black tips or the carbon. I don't want to go with the polished look just because how the car is set up. So I ended up going with this. It's the cheapest option for active stuff, but hopefully that doesn't make it bad. There wasn't too many videos online, so let's get this box broken into and then so we got the exhaust laid out here. I slid the tips on. Big old tips. Definitely gonna be a huge improvement. So we got the H pipe, the mufflers, they got the flange for the baffles inside, the valves, and then the connecting pipes. So, I mean, I'm pretty impressed with the quality from MBRP. But everything was protected inside the box. The tips were they're actually wrapped in bubble wrap. And each one was in its own individual box inside the box. So overall, I mean, I'm happy. Just a little close-up shot of the tips. Check out the welds. Like I said, 4-inch OD. Definitely excited to get this put on. All right, so I'm on my way to Carlos's house. Got the cat back in the trunk. Got the tips right next to me because they're precious cargo. Don't want to scratch them bad boys. So, gonna slap the exhaust on tonight. Do a couple sound clips before, a couple sound clips after, and then probably go shoot some more flybys with it. But let's see how this goes. My original plan was to keep the stock catback and just do headers and call it a day, but Black Friday deals, honestly I can't stand the look of the stock tips. They're small and they sit too low. They're not, the fitment on them is not perfect. They sit too far from the valance, and I don't know. So either way, we'll gain some sound with that, and then once the log tubes are in, we'll probably piss off the neighbors. Hopefully stay out of trouble with that. But overall, I mean, I had the H pipe with the stock catback for, I don't know, 3,000–4,000 miles, and I definitely enjoyed it. But every time I rip it, I'm like, I just want that little bit more. So to each their own, I guess.
done taking the exhaust off. This is the new one. It's in the back of the Mustang. And so far, so good. The car's pretty new, so it hasn't been too much of a problem. We have the full catback MBRP exhaust, the Pro Series. So we're hoping for an easy install. The car is new, and so far all the bolts have come off pretty easily. We'll update you once the exhaust is off. We just got the stock exhaust off, and we are currently taking the motors off because this is the active exhaust edition of the Mustang. So he does have the different modes, and they do reuse them. So it's 3 bolts, you take them out and you just pull the motor right off like so. Cool. So we just finished one of the valves motors on the new exhaust. What it basically is you take it off, and once you put it on the new one, you have to line up the spring with a little tool that's given to you with the aftermarket exhaust, as you can see it right here, and then you just tighten it up. For our exhaust, we left the valve completely open because that is what the Mustang was in before we shut it off. And now we're taking care of this one. So we just finished putting all the exhaust up. So basically I'll run it through right now and show you guys kind of what we did. It's pretty self-explanatory. We got 2 clips all the way down that connect the H-pipe to the headers. And you come on back here and you have 2 more, which is the H-pipe or the mid-pipe right here to these 2. You have 2 pipes that run it back and connect to the muffler part. You have one on this side and one on this side. We kind of just put them hand tight and then adjusted the exhaust until we liked how it looked. And now we are currently putting the tips on. There's 4 tips, 2 for each muffler, and that's about it. And we'll be done. So here we go on quiet mode, starting up the Stang. Open them up. Give it a little rev. Get some more. Hit it.
All right, so it's been a couple days since we installed the MBRP Pro Series active exhaust on the Mustang. I want to make a video on this, get a couple more sound clips after what we got from the night we installed it, a little bit more in depth, because there's only about 2 or 3 videos I saw on YouTube with this setup, and I want to get some clips before we put the headers on. So if you're looking for an exhaust, this might be the one. It is the cheapest option, so keep that in mind. But we're gonna go through, we're gonna start, it starts in quiet mode, we'll start the car up, and then we're gonna run through normal. We're gonna skip sport. Sport's pretty much normal, but different. It lets more sound out under based on pedal position. So we're gonna do normal, and then we're gonna put it in track mode. So we'll get that, we'll get a couple revs, and then I'll do some takeoffs, and that's pretty much it, and then we'll wrap the video up. So let's check it out. Get some clips. We're gonna do some slow takeoffs and then maybe rip it a little bit. So she does have a mean gurgle on idle, so let's check her out, go for a little rip. All right, so we're gonna start off with a nice takeoff in quiet mode, and then we'll do normal, and then we'll do track. So Let's see how she sounds. I haven't even heard it from the outside yet. I'm gonna have one of my buddies drive by, because it's definitely, the camera will do a decent job on picking up how it sounds, but it definitely will sound a little bit different in person. So let's see how this bad boy sounds. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much all we got for this video. So thanks for checking out our install video, sound clips for the MBRP Pro Series active exhaust catback, and we'll see you in the next one. Hopefully next time you see me, we will have the headers installed, and I'll be getting to see you some sound clips for that bad boy. So thanks for watching. See you later.